Yeah. What is going on, faithfuls? It's your boys Mike and Wayne. We are here with another No Harm, No Foul, episode 77. I need a player, Wayne. Give me a player, man. Who wore 77? 75 was Alex Boone. Who do we say for 76?
It
was another lineman.
It was a lineman. It's gonna be all linemen.
So who's 77? Somebody out there in the chat. Let's see who got a 77. Give me a 77 49ers for the day, y'all. First one to come up with one without Googling it. Come on. I got something for you.
Who do we say for 76 though?
I can't. It wasn't
Jalen Moore.
We got one, ladies and gentlemen. Slick Rick the ruler in the building. Let's go, Slick.
That would be 77.
Yeah, he got the 77. That's where we are today. That's where we are for today.
I know, but I'm just trying to think. Thank you, Slick. But I'm trying to figure out who we said for 76. And I thought, like you said a person, and I was like, you weren't going to mention Jalen Moore.
Right. I went around Jalen Moore. It wasn't Anthony Davis. Damn, who was it?
I don't know. I don't even think we gave a player yesterday. And I thought
we didn't say it. We talked about a pre-pro.
You
want to call what we do pre-pro, because you were like, I don't believe that's the right episode. I was like, it is, because 75 was Alex Boone. I said it. You remember?
Oh, no. I remember now. I just thought I'm thinking that we said it on the air, and that's why I don't remember it. But I do remember us talking pre-pro.
Yeah, Jalen Moore is the current 76. But I think we did name someone else. So I got a whole list here of people to wear the number.
I can't get this Bobby Brown out of my head, bro.
Don't sing it because you sound too much like him, and it's going to get us flagged. So don't do it.
Nah, son.
Gary Gilliam, that bum from Seattle.
We didn't say no Gary Gilliam.
No, it wasn't him. I'm still looking to see who I would have named.
Maybe said Jalen Moore.
Maybe you said Jalen Moore, and I was like, yeah, I wasn't going to mention him. That's
what happened.
That's what it was.
See, we just needed a quick.
We got it. All right. So, do you think it's fair that Alfredo Gutierrez locks down this number and just?
Do I think it's fair? I mean, no.
Like, why don't he get it like a special number? Because he's like kind of on the roster, but not on the roster, and never active, but always active, and it's a roster spot, but it's not a roster spot. Like, how does he get a real number?
I don't know. Let me take some of my my voice stuff just in case I end up singing this Bobby Brown, because it's just in my head. Tell me
what happened. What were you doing?
Babyface wrote the hell out of that chorus, bro. That's one of them Babyface songs that don't get the credit, man. If you guys don't know that song, Rock With You, I want y'all to go. Now, listen, Usher did it justice, but go listen to the Bobby Brown.
All right, Better Rock With You, Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown.
Oh, that's a different Rock With You, bro. That's a totally different rock.
It's completely different.
It's going to be Michael Jackson, hands down. It's right, Michael Jackson.
You going with Michael Jackson, really?
Oh, yeah, I'm going Michael Jackson. Yeah. Girl, close your eyes. Let that rhythm get in to you. And he had the right, and you're doing the dance. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. And then you had rock. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm done. That's all they get. They're not paying for it.
All right, here we go.
They're not paying for it. Mike, you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry. See, now you got that shit in my. Look what you did, bro. I'm sorry. Now.
Feel the heat, and we're gonna rock the boogie. Share that beat of love. I'm gonna rock with you all night.
Yo. All right. We gotta stop. Keep going.
That's when Mike knew he was on his R&B shit. I'm telling you, bro.
He bodied it, bro.
He bodied that, bro. And the best part was the stacks in the background. He did all the harmonies by himself.
That was all him. So they layered the joints.
Layered. Good job. Yep. That's exactly what they did.
Oh man, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So that was better than the Bobby Brown one. How did the other one go? It
was just rock with you, baby.
Oh, but this was more. This was more
night long.
This is for the bedroom right here.
Roll with you, baby. The feeling is strong.
No foul.
Rock with you, baby. Hey,
Turn down
all
light.
night long, baby,
Like,
rocking and rolling, rolling, rock, making sweet love to you.
let's go.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, Wayne. That's a good battle, though. That's a good
Honest-
battle, bro. It depends on the mood you're
I'd
in.
rather do a versus battle where you put songs that are the same the name title,
The
song
same
title.
title.
Yes, that's
Oh,
way better.
Oh my God.
You can flag the hell out of this show. I just had a blast. That was better than Negus.
Oh, somebody in the chat said I'm pregnant again. I'm done.
Hey, Mike, do you know if because we watch other teams. I don't know if you ever remember watching Hard Knocks and Aiden Hutchinson did the Michael Jackson. He sung a Michael Jackson song. I think it might have been Rock With You.
Was it Rock With You? I remember Aiden Hutchinson doing Michael Jackson. I do remember that, but I don't remember what song it was.
Well, I brought that up because today's episode is about the rookies. And I want to know if our rookies had fun. Were they like hazed in that kind of way? Did they have to sing? I feel like they don't show any of that. Like, I don't remember seeing any of that on Brick by Brick or.
He did Billie Jean. I just looked it up. Sorry.
He did Billie Jean. Thank you. I knew it was a Mike song. Speaking of Billie Jean, Michael Jackson wrote that song after listening to a Hall & Oates song. So Michael Jackson was inspired from Billie Jean after a Hall & Oates joint. And he told Daryl and them, he was like, listen, I hope y'all not mad at me. When they did We Are the World, he was like, listen, man, I hope y'all not mad at me, but I came up with the song Billie Jean after y'all song. And they was like, we ain't even know. Like,
wow.
We couldn't even tell.
But he worked with them later on because the private eyes are watching you. Like, he was in that joint. So he they did that joint together.
Yo, when people say Mike don't know his music, bro, that was amazing. I didn't know you knew that.
I try a little bit.
Yo, because Hall & Oates don't get no love. They get zero love. Like, they were dope.
Yeah.
They wrote.
Yeah. You know, hey, listen. But Miss Debbie had the perfect comment up there, then we would say who did it better. That's the verses, and you use the same song title, and you just go.
Instead of calling the verses, we call it who did it better.
Boom, that's it. Which is also ties back in to our title of the episode, Who Did It Best?
Who did it best? Which rookie did it best?
Let's go, baby.
Oh, listen, Big Dez. This song right here, underrated. And I don't know why. Sarah Smile is so underrated. It was one of the best written songs of all time. You don't know this one, do you?
I don't think so. I'm not gonna say no. I know more songs by hearing them than I do by title. This don't sound familiar to me.
Respect. You
gonna drop a couple bars or no?
Nah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and listen to it. I want you to get the real effect.
Okay. Well, I'll wait. We'll have to do that later. Then I can't do that right now. But we do need to discuss who did it best, Wayne. And the 49ers have a surprisingly solid rookie class. I think it's hard. I think we have to put a couple of things in perspective before we start talking about this rookie class and who did it best and which one really shined above the rest, because it's hard to make a roster that was as stacked as the 49ers. It's really hard to make a roster on this team. Like this team was loaded from top to bottom. Most of the Pro Bowlers, if not all of the Pro Bowlers, none of them are rookies, right? So you have a total of 9 Pro Bowlers and 12 alternates. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
For a total of 21. Mm-hmm. There's only 22 starters on the team. So you got 21 people on this team that are not rookies, that are Pro Bowlers. We're not talking about role players. We're not talking about all pros. We're just talking about Pro Bowlers. So making this team as a rookie is an accomplishment in and of itself. So shout out to all those rookies who are still with the team, still rocking and rolling and rocking with the Niners. But Wayne, we gotta talk about someone. We're gonna highlight some of these guys. Then at the very end of the episode, we'll say who we think did it best, who filled in and their role best.
All right, let's start with the first pick of the draft.
Jersey in the building. Where my bombs at? Hold on. I gotta find my sound effects. Oh, he said I should start doing the click, click, boom at the beginning of the show.
No, you said you was. So he's calling you out.
All All right, tomorrow I got y'all. I got y'all tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be so excited to have fun though. Like I don't even be thinking about it. Like it was Wayne's fault. He started the whole back thing. He was singing, and we was jamming over here. I was supposed to be mad at the driver. Wayne came on, just popped in singing. I'm typing.
I didn't even know you was there. You started grooving.
Because you was singing the song, and I was vibing.
That's another dope song from Boyz II Men, vibing. All right, keep going.
See what I'm saying? He just got so anyhow. All right, Jair Brown. Boom, we dropped the bomb. Jersey in the building. One of my top rookie candidates for who did it best this week. The young man came in, filled in admirably. Unfortunately, he's hurt. I'm hearing good things about the injury, though. Hearing some positive news about the injury, so he should be back in the mix and everything. And then Wayne, what were your expectations for him versus how you've seen him so far this year?
Yeah, my expectations were to be a reserve, to come in here and soak up everything he can like a sponge. That's kind of, and the more you can do that, the more questions you ask, the more you soak things up, the better chances you will. Because listen, the thing I'm learning about the NFL is that your opportunity will come. Okay. And so like he was just patiently waiting. He was getting reps on special teams. And I did not have expectations of him being a starter this year. This was a year where not necessarily he would come in red shirt, but I just felt like this was a year he was going to come and learn and soak up as much as he could. And it came down to him getting the opportunity due to the injury to Talanoa Hufanga. But when he came in, I mean, his first game, it was smash mouth. He was right on point, got an interception in his first game, right? Then he struggled the game after that. Then he came back and had a good game. Then he struggled, and now he's out. But he does look like he's on the up and up. Kyle Shanahan did not mention one of his name. He said all the other players that were injured will be back. That's are ready to go. Like that's what he said. Like if you didn't get your name called, your ass is padding up, suiting up for practice.
Right. So there you go. So all right, that's good. That's good. That's good. The next guy that we have on the list here. I'm sorry, I'm still over here dancing while Wayne was talking here. Wayne's favorite rookie, kicker Jake Moody from some school that just did something. Like what happened with Michigan recently?
Oh, they got the goddamn championship, man. Listen, look, and I needed it, right? About to turn 43 on Monday, and I ain't seen the championship since that Rose Bowl back in 1937. So, Mike, for me, this was really great. And you know, speaking of that, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a familiar face in the NFC West next season. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a familiar face.
Oh, you better shut your mouth.
I can't shut my mouth, bro, because the way the stuff be set up for me is when it's something that I don't want, it always happens. And so like, I don't want it. I don't want it to happen. Okay. I can't, but it's going to happen. And I can feel it.
We got to talk about it. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. There's the break right there.
There it is.
This is what Mike just said to the rookies. He said, your rookie year, man. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about Pete Carroll is no longer going to be the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, which means he won't be coaching for the Seahawks. Now, if he wants the head coach, he's going to have to go elsewhere. But apparently, they are looking to promote him to still make him some face
higher up in the organization.
In the organization, and I don't know too many head coaches that's going to want to live with that. And I'm damn sure know it ain't going to be Jim Harbaugh. So what I'm saying is, I just got this feeling that Harbaugh may end up in the NFC West. And if I'm Jim Harbaugh, and I would get Pete Carroll out, that's number one. Number two, because the only way Harbaugh is going to coach is if he has full Supreme. I'm talking Supreme. I'm talking full Supreme. I'm talking Queens, New York Supreme. I'm talking Supreme Pizza. I'm talking he's got to have control like Janet Jackson.
Well, that's why I don't think that Big Blue's head coach is going to be coming specifically to Seattle. If Pete Carroll gets promoted, I think he's got too much power and respect in that building. And those two guys are going to clash like Trent Baalke and
then Seattle will never win again. I don't think it's Dan. I don't think Dan Quinn, regardless of his ties to Seattle, I still don't think they would win. They'll have a furious defense at some point if they start building that defense right. But you're talking about a winning mindset. They better get a coach in there that could do it. Well, good. Let it be Quinn.
I think Ron Rivera They like to run things.
Please let it be Ron Rivera.
They like to run things through the defense over there. They like to build on the defensive side of the ball first. They might want to get back to that. I think Ron Rivera and Pete Carroll will be a very interesting combination. And not only that, what about, hear me out, if he doesn't stay in Washington, what about the other guy from over there and Eric Bieniemy? They're going to be getting a rookie quarterback.
Why Eric Bieniemy wouldn't get the promotion over there in Washington, though? But did they do anything for him to do that? Like, what has Eric Bieniemy done this season to deserve the promotion of
you see Sam Howell's numbers this year?
Them numbers, bro. Mike.
Don't do that, Wayne. Don't you do that.
Don't you tell me now what the motherfucking do. Them dudes was losing every game in the fourth quarter by 30, bro.
I asked about now score. Not one time that I mentioned the score.
Context, bro. Listen,
that's not the context.
That is the context. Them dude, he the same dude that could throw 40 interceptions in the same season and 40 touchdowns. It's
not him. That's not him.
Because
I'm asking, did you see his numbers? Is what I said.
I did see his numbers, Mike. His numbers were good, but it's because they were always throwing the ball. Look at the running back numbers. How them look?
Not bad. I like Robinson and I like Gibson.
You can like them all you want. How did their numbers look? Was my question.
They weren't Christian McCaffrey numbers, but who had them, right?
Come on, see, Mike, you the worst, bro. Like, ain't nobody was Christian McCaffrey numbers. You know,
nobody take my pride.
Can't nobody hold me.
Come on, man.
Is P Diddy canceled yet?
Oh, he been gone. I got to change my ringtone. I don't know what else to put on my ringtone.
Oh, we got to talk about P Diddy being canceled. That dumb motherfucker.
You know what my ringtone is?
No, what is it?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's work. Hello. That's my joint.
Dirty Money?
Yes. With the
that was dope.
Joint.
Yeah, that was dope.
Baby, how you doing? What the mood is?
Oh, yeah, man. That was dope. That was dope. Hey, listen, happy birthday to Mike, our brother Mike Ing. His birthday's coming up, man. He said he's about to be 46 on Friday, bro. Wow. So your birthday, when is my birthday? My birthday's the 15th. So that makes his birthday the 19th? Or is it this Friday? No, this Friday is his birthday, not next Friday.
Oh, so he's talking about 2 days, the 12th.
He talking about yeah.
Talk about Mike. I'm gonna drop a special episode just for you, bro. Watch this. I got my man Mike is a great supporter. By the way, we got a producer if we need one.
Yes, he hit me up and said he will produce the joint, and he hit me up and told me that I was wrong. And so I don't take too many wrongs from people, but that's Mike. You know what I'm saying?
What was you wrong about? Now I want to know what you was wrong about.
That's okay.
Back to these rookies, man. We're going to get back on track, y'all. All right, so we were talking about Jake Moody. Jake Moody might have to be the 49ers Rookie of the Year, but at the same time, just last week, people was calling for his head. So, Wayne, let me give you my take on him because I have no Michigan affiliation with this guy. I have no reason to like this guy, but he was my favorite kicker coming out in the draft. I really liked what I saw from the kid from the little bit of film that I broke down. I didn't think he was overly impressive or anything, but I thought he had a streak of like perfect kicking in college. You told me I was wrong about that. I never went back to check the numbers of the stats. I took your word for it because you said, Mike, I watch Michigan. That's what you told me. So I let it go. I didn't say anything. I let it go. He missed one extra point all season long. There is nobody else in the league that can say that with more than 40 attempts. There's nobody in the league that can say they only missed one. Not even Brandon Aubrey, who was the best kicker up until the last week where he missed 2 out of his 3 field goal attempts. Okay. He was over 84% as a kicker, or I think he actually just finished at exactly 84% as a field goal kicker, over 98% kicking on his extra points. I think the Niners got one here, and it was a 99th pick, which nowadays, because of the compensation and the, it's technically a 3rd round pick this year. I think we got a steal, Wayne. I think the Niners might have their guy. I bet you he will be here longer than Brock Purdy.
Yeah. It's because he'll be cheaper too. And at the end of the day, look, like, it's been situations a couple of times this season where he just missed and flat out missed. And I thought his misses earlier were worse misses than these misses that he just missed in the last game because his balls was going down the middle. Pause. His kicks were going down the middle, and they just curved to the right. Like literally at the last second, they just curved to the right. I felt like I was watching a game where the kicker ball hit the joint and still went in.
It was Michigan.
It was Michigan.
It was freaking Michigan. That's what I was going to tell you. You were complaining about Michigan's kicker, and I started paying attention, and every one of them joints was doing this. It would go up and then go.
Except for the last one. Except for the last one. The last one was down the middle. The last one was down the middle. The last one was down the middle. But all I kept getting, Mike, was what is wrong with Michigan kickers on my timeline, yo? That's like I wanted to block every 49er faithful fan that I could, yo. So if you got a block, oh well, that shit ain't coming off because that. Like I was like, I don't know. I ain't there. Damn it. They was in Houston. It was the Houston weather. That's what it was.
Yeah, no, they pointed it out. You pointed it out, and I was like, damn, it's like watching Moody all over again. This is crazy. But your thoughts on Moody, man, overall?
Man, overall, man, look, when you say compensatory pick, Mike, can I just go back and say it's a free pick too, by the way? It's not like you had to, pay for the pick that you earned. It's a free joint, man. It's kind of one of them picks you can use to risk to, you can risk with a compensatory pick opposed to having your own pick. It just, your own pick has a little bit more validity. And like you said, the way that formula, there's going to be more compensatory picks going on. It's just a new way of the NFL. And so it might be compensatory picks headed into the 4th round. I think, it's tough when you draft a kicker at that position with a high pick, but the Niners literally were just trying to get players that they felt were going to be around at some point for a long time. And you saw right after we drafted the kicker, what did Bill Belichick do in the 4th round?
That's right.
Okay, so people keep forgetting that. And I get it. Brent Aubrey was available, whatever. Who cares? I think the Niners got them a kicker for years to come. Didn't he lead the team in scoring this year? Oops. Well, anyway.
That's right.
But my thing is, he's just got to figure out the rest of the stuff that goes on in his head, man. If he could do that, he'll be just fine, man. He'll be just fine going forward.
I like him. So listen, I'm going to run through the rest of this list. I'm going to just name the names, and you stop me. You ring a bell when you want me to stop. All right?
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Cameron Latou, tight end, Alabama, 3rd round pick also.
I mean, there's nothing to stop about that. Unfortunately, he was on the season-ending IR.
Right. Darrell Luter Jr., cornerback, South Alabama, round 5.
Came in late, started off with a bunch of injuries, came in late, had a pretty decent game last game. Would love to see more of him going forward in the future.
Speaking of guys having decent games, Robert Beal Jr., edge from Georgia. Also,
Robert Beal Jr. had a sack in the last game. I would love to see him get some more reps, even if it's the same. Actually, I would love to see him get at least the same amount of reps. Like that consistency right there would allow him to get himself into football shape. To another rookie that's been struggling early on with injuries.
Okay. All right. D. Winters, linebacker, TCU, 6th round pick.
Yeah, D. Winters is a fireball, right? And so he gets out there and you see him a lot on special teams. Every now and then he'll get some reps. He played a lot in the last game. I think he could be something promising. He's not Dre Greenlaw, but he is D. Winters, and we'll see what happens. But again, not utilized. What's the word? He just wasn't. There was no need for him other than on special teams, and so. Still under areas to progress.
He's more Dre Greenlaw than he is Fred Warner.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If I had to draw a compare, and I don't like that. I like that you said he's not him, he's him. I like that you did that, but that's what I see in him. So cool. Very productive rookie year, by the way. Probably the most active rookie not named Jake Moody for the 49ers. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I would venture to say that he's probably been active all games.
D. Winters?
Yeah,
he's playing on special teams. Yeah.
All right, Braden Willis, tight end, Oklahoma, made his NFL debut last week.
No. Oh, you mean as a start? No, because he's been playing.
He didn't start. You're right.
Yeah, he didn't start, but he's been playing. He's been in a lot of garbage time situations for the San Francisco 49ers. So when you see the games kind of like them closing out, they bring Sam Darnold in, you'll get him. What I was highly impressed of his blocking. Last week, I thought he was a great blocker in the backfield too. I don't know if you remember seeing those snaps. I can't believe I didn't watch the film for this game. I kind of got filmed out Like that's crazy. But I thought that was good. And this is good, right? Because now, with Ross Dwelly being on the IR, will they run some different changing of the guards when it comes to the tight end position? Because now you could utilize him as a weapon as well. And if he's blocking well, that's going to be dope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I was really interested to see him with the ball in his hands, and we didn't get a chance to see that. He looked pretty solid blocking. He seemed to know his assignment when his number was called, but he didn't. They didn't really show anything, and there's no like the combine number, the 32-inch vertical, right? It's like cool. Let's see how that looks, right? The bench press 20, that's nothing crazy. But there's no 40, there's no 10-yard split. He's got a broad jump of almost 10 feet, right? Like he's got some explosive attributes. I want to see what he can do with the ball in his hands. I want to see what he can do. I want to see.
Yeah, like I said, like at some point they will get him in there to utilize him as a weapon.
Right. We're almost done. Then we're gonna get to some super chats that we got in here. Ronnie Bell, another Michigan guy. Michigan guy.
I think he's just another player that had a limited role. They tried him out at some other roles. He played better. He's definitely, you know what he is? He's a red zone threat. It's a red zone threat. All 3 of his touchdowns were in the end zone. Like all year, his touchdowns were in the end zone. And so he can learn better route running, learning how to create space, get open, footwork, all that good stuff, obviously. But he didn't get, he was a rookie. And I think the one thing that he definitely picked up on was learning how to block. He did get that holding call 2 games ago in the Commanders game, which negated a big run from Deebo Samuel, which would have had us in the red zone. So he just has to get better. But when you talk about these rookies, if anything, he was able to score out of all these other rookies that we were naming, other than the kicker and Jair Brown getting interceptions. So there's production from him.
There is production. I found it interesting that he was the only rookie wide receiver the Niners took. I thought that was really, really interesting. I mean, we had a lot of guys
for the first time too, right? Like
yeah.
Like,
it was one, it was late, and 2, it was like, all right, they really like sold on these. I don't want to insult anybody, but like that's what we're being confident with, like these guys. So I thought it said a lot about him. They must have seen something that they liked in him. I know they waited till the 7th round, but if you know that the rest of the league isn't looking at him until an undrafted free agent or a priority free agent, there's no need for you to reach and grab him earlier if you like him. So we're going to see him get chewed out on the sideline. We're going to see the what are you doing out there type of things, but he is going to bounce back. He's going to learn. That's what all rookies are here to do. I think we see more production from him in the future with the 49ers. And last but not least, linebacker from Purdue, Jalen Graham. Your thoughts on Jalen?
Yeah, during the preseason, took snaps at the Mike linebacker. He was kind of like supposed to come in, be that Fred Warner guy. He could see if he could run the defense, things like that. But unfortunately, it's just a rookie year for him. The 49ers are pretty stacked at the linebacking spot. They didn't seem to need him on special teams. They were kind of stuck there, and didn't get much out of him his rookie season. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it. So, Wayne, if you had to pick one rookie to star and highlight out of this whole class, who would it be?
Man, it's tough, right?
Drum roll, please. I got to download the drum roll sound. Drum roll sound.
This is tough. This is tough for me because I'm kind of. I'm gonna go with Ronnie Bell. I think Ronnie Bell is the guy that I'm gonna go with. When his number was called in the end zone, he came and he answered. Did he struggle on special teams? For sure. A role he's never really played much of in his career playing football, maybe back in high school, didn't do much of that in college, but was willing to take a shot at it because he wanted to get on the field. Like, you got to commend that.
Whatsoever. And we know the Niners don't just let anybody back there. So the fact that he was able to get that job, he had to show something, at least in practice.
I don't know what he showed, but it was something that we
right. He instilled confidence in him somehow, because they don't just get for years we were saying, put Pettis back there, put Pettis back. It's what he did in college. And the Niners, like, no, not doing it. He's not showing it to us, right? So
I'm just saying, like, look, can he be a better wide receiver? Absolutely. But when they threw him the ball in the end zone, did he drop it? Absolutely not. Like, and so that's what you got. He's 3 for 3 in the end zone, like in the red zone. 3 for 3. That's tough for a rookie. He did it in the Giants game, did it a couple of games ago, and he did it last week, right? Like, and that's after dropping the pass and after doing that. So look, these are rookies, ladies and gents. You kind of gotta take the grain with the salt. Like, these aren't first round draft picks where the expectations are through the roof. These are guys that are kind of like projects. And the thing that I'm learning about the San Francisco 49ers for me is that they're finally starting to be able to develop guys. And I'm hoping that Ronnie Bell is a player that continues to develop in this Kyle Shanahan system. I think for him and being under the tutelage of Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, I think for him, he learned that he needed to be able to do one thing more than anybody. And if you want to know why his ass was on that football field, is because he can block like that. And I don't think people are realizing he's willing to block. And that is why I think he gets the opportunities that he gets.
Wow. Okay.
Who did you pick, Mike? I got the drum roll going.
Here we go. Jake Moody, baby. No. Come on, man. Michigan is just taking all the awards at the end of the year. It's the Michigan show, guys. I'm sorry, it's the Michigan show.
I mean, as everybody drops off and unfollows and unsubscribes to this channel, I just want to know like why you picked Jake Moody. What's your reasoning?
Over my Jersey guy?
Yeah.
I mean, look, Jair Brown was gonna get it from me. His family literally lives like a street behind me, so it's really, really cool, right? But I digress. I can't just pick your name because I like the person or the family. I got to go based off of what I saw. And I saw really, really solid production. For me to go out there and say that he's probably going to be around longer than Brock Purdy, that's saying something. I understand that his money, right, is cheaper, it's easier to keep a kicker. But Brock Purdy looks like the real deal in the franchise quarterback. He should be here for a long time. To think that Jake Moody and he can go back and forth and battle for longevity here with the 49ers is a really, really good thing. Jake Moody has an opportunity to set a 49ers franchise record as leading scorer all time. I like it. If he's going to get better. I know we got some complaints about where the ball goes through the uprights and the size that it goes to and all that stuff. If it's in there and it counts, let it count, So I like it, man. He does.
Yeah, other than missing those kicks under pressure, like I don't see why. It's got to be because he was a third round draft pick. He was and I wish everybody would take the word third round out and substitute it with a free pick. I want y'all to understand that this is a free pick. Okay, right. It's not a pick you got in a trade. Well, maybe you did get in a trade, but it's not a free. It's a free pick. It's not it's a compensatory pick. Is what I'm trying to say. Look up that word because it means it's free. Like right. And so I think that's why you gamble. You have the ability. It's like house money.
And I'm not going to pretend like I'm not nervous, right? I hate seeing that he missed those kicks on home field heading into the playoffs.
That was tough.
Yeah, let me be very clear what I'm saying. I don't think he's perfect. He's clearly not perfect. We see the kick, we see the record, right? We see the percentages and all that stuff. But I still look at it as this kid's only a rookie.
He's on, and that, but Mike, and that is the key. And I know a lot of our community, they feel like we give him a pass. And I mean, I've kept the rookie thing for every rookie. Like they make a mistake, but you know what? He's a rookie. You get what I'm saying? That's why my expectations for the veterans, Mike, were a little bit higher. I don't care if they haven't played or got reps. They've played and have experience in the NFL. So my expectations might be slightly higher for a Chris Conley. Like Chris Conley, you can't drop that pass in the end zone. I expect that from Ronnie Bell. You feel me? That's a rookie.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So now this rookie just took your job because he can catch in the end zone and you can't. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, look, these guys are rookies and they gotta go through fire. They gotta go through it at some point. And Mike alluded to the best kicker in the NFL. Last game of the season, couldn't hit the side of a barn. That's weird. I mean,
that's actually all he hit because that was outside of the uprights. It was that way.
But my point is, it's weird. It will happen.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna happen. And let's just hope that the jitters or whatever it is going on with Jake Moody, it gets out of his system. Jose Gonzalez, man, Friday is his birthday as well. Love that starter jacket too, by the way. That's a classic. That's a classic, John. Right there.
Yeah,
happy early birthday. Yeah.
All right. And we got one here.
God is great. My son is talking. Okay, so for those that don't know, Kanan. Okay, so Kanan has been dealing with speech and cognitive issues, and Sean has been very open with it. So I'm not telling his business. And he's been, but Sean has been praying. We've all been praying. And today I got the text message. I don't know if this is as good as the text message. Let me just read. The text message was like, "Oh my gosh, I dropped whatever I was doing, like, and had to give up a praise dance." But it was like he was so happy. Kanan had a breakthrough. First, I thought Kanan was preaching that, like, you know what I'm saying. That's what when I saw breakthrough, I'm like, wait a minute. And so he was like, he was doing out doing his thing, and he said in the next room, the lady said something to him like, "What's your name?" The lady asked him what was his name. Now, Sean's expectations from his son is, it's going to be some broken English, and it's funny because I remember talking to Kanan, and I don't remember broken English, but I know how to talk to babies. I understand the language. Like, I get it, right? And he's not a baby, but I get it. Anyway, he burst out and said, "My name is Kanan." And what I tell you, let's go! 2, 3, come on, y'all there. What? Glory! I'll tell you, Mike, like you have to understand from his perspective. If you could oh my God, and you have kids, and you don't know if they're growing properly in the brain, and they do things a little different and things like that. Like, you don't know, but you love them. You nurture them unconditional, and you keep doing it. And this is not a shot at anybody, but I know I know how Sean feels. And so, Sean, to God be the glory, bro. I'm not even gonna read your super chat. I just read our experience. I just told our experience.
Love it.
Oh, you know what? We gotta stop watching that Power Book stuff on Stars, bro. I think how 50 Cent be talking? Come on, man, come through. I can't get the Queens talk, but they got, it's like they talk with their tongue in their mouth or something, like they holding their tongue.
And he said he will be at the divisional playoff game at 4 years old, knowing what's going on. God is great. I love it. I love it. Really, really, really happy for you guys, man. For real, seriously, all jokes aside. By the way, nothing about what we just said was a joke. So that was absolutely worth it. Beautiful, beautiful. And then Sean doubles up here one more time. He says, Moody was worth it. Look what we saved. Top 15 kicker as a rookie. So what he has a curved kick. I had to read that because and he said, yeah, maybe we win the Super Bowl and kick him to the curb like we did Brian in 94. Kickers miss.
Woo! Sean never fails. Never fails.
My man was ready. I lost my hair thing that was holding my hair back.
It's a curve, man. I don't know how he can uncurve it. He was born with a natural curved kick. Like, that's I got snapped.
All right, I'm out of here. We've been on for 40 minutes. Y'all not getting another hour out of me. Nope, not doing this again. I love y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. All right,
that's gonna do it. I'm red.
we highlighted all of the kickers. I mean, oh God, we highlighted all of the rookies. We gave them their due just. By the way, if I did have to tell you guys a kicker that I was excited for next season, I know that wasn't part of the show, but Cameron Latu, I think that he is going to be a very excited.
You said a kicker that you're excited for next.
To say a rookie. I keep saying kicker when I'm trying to say rookie. We highlighted all of the rookies. You couldn't just, you know what? You shouldn't have let that go because that was very bad. We highlighted all the rookies, and if I had to tell you guys about a rookie that I'm excited about next season, Cameron Latu. I don't know if you remember, he kind of had a nice game right before the injury in the preseason, and the injury showed up, and we thought it was a little bit of a stash move. You know what I'm saying? So he runs really good routes. He's got to work on those hands, and I hope that he spent the entire time on IR hitting the jug machine. Just him and the jugs should be best friends, and if he can. He got a little bit of that George Kittle in him with the bobbles, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if he can work past that, he'll be good, man. We talking about jugs and curves at the end of the game.
Hey, Mike, speaking of jugs and curves, let's talk about real quick, because Kyle Shanahan came out. We're going to send our prayers up to 49ers defensive end Drake Jackson. We pray that he has a speedy recovery. He's going to be having surgery on his knee, apparently, and this is why he has been placed on the IR and he won't be returning.
I'm just curious. He's been on IR for a while.
Mike, shut up, Mike. That's why I didn't even. I know where you're going.
I'm just like, did he do some? Is this a new injury all of a sudden? Like, what just happened? He's having surgery now on his knee. Did this season count as a season for him?
Nope.
Yo, they not low at all.
Yo,
that's good. Okay. Oh wow, they playing with people.
I think we gotta have one of those shows about accrued seasons, so that people can understand why we may come at things a little differently than everybody else.
Why we always look like we're skeptical of what the things the team tells us.
Here's the thing here, here's the thing, here's the news. He had successful surgery already. He's not having it. It's already been done.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a lot better, because I was gonna say, why they wait till now?
Yeah, but still, they talked about him not returning. But why mention it now?
Maybe they were asked directly, like, will we see Drake Jackson in the postseason? And maybe it was like, oh no, he's recovering from a knee surgery. I gotta see the presser. I gotta see where the information came out. I don't know.
Picture. You want the picture of him?
You got a picture?
I do. How do I get it in here? Hold on.
Is that it? Oh no, that's not it. You could put it in the thing, and I'll upload it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the thing.
Oh, you branding it? Okay, I thought you were gonna put it in WhatsApp, but that's fine. You could do that. That's fine. But it's just interesting. Like, we go this whole time without seeing it, and then seeing him, and then it is random news about a successful surgery. At least we heard that the surgery was a success, so I'll ring a bell to that.
Oh yeah, it's great news, right?
Great news. You ever have an unsuccessful surgery, Wayne?
No,
bro. Listen, my vasectomy. Woo!
Not this show, Mike. Not this show.
Super duper unsuccessful, bro. Wow.
Yeah, this show. Because you talk about Kegels. Every time you talk about vasectomy, you talk about.
That's when he was telling me, never mind, we're not gonna do that. But it was a very where's this picture at? It was a very unsuccessful.
Hold on. This is funny. Give me a second. I got you. I promise. I got you.
See my hair thing over there on the floor? I had a black hairband in my head. Wayne and Sean, I shouted it out. I'm gonna tell my grandmama. I shouted on
dancing like David danced in that. And
I kept my clothes on though. Wasn't David the one that danced out his clothes?
Yes, it was.
See. You what are some of your what other tendencies do you have like David while you trying to get this picture in? Because I don't know what's
I don't want to talk about David. He wasn't
the most upright guy.
None of the guys God used was the most upright. They was murderers, killers, adulterers. They was everything. They was everything.
I mean, look at Jesus's homies, right? Like, it's kind of you gotta look at what you're looking at, man.
That's crazy how they were snitches back in the day. Because ain't nobody snitch worse than Judas. And then Judas.
Wait, wait. Hold on, wait. I don't even. Was Judas a snitch?
No,
Or was
straight.
he?
Oh, that's a good. Well, I mean, he did. That's true. He kind of
He was a mole. He was a mole.
He was worse than a mole though, because he sold him out. That's a snitch.
So I do this in my head. I haven't like performed anywhere, but I have this whole like Christian comedy bit.
That sounds kind of dope.
I talk about being the
that's
person.
Fine. I can't find it. It's on my desktop.
Okay.
Stupid.
I talk about being the person at the end of the line while Moses was leading people out the desert and the Pharaoh and his crew was coming up behind them. Like imagine being at the back and they right there behind you. And Moses talking about watch this. I'll tell you later, but I got a whole bit. I talk about how my man Samson was a sucker for Delilah.
Yeah,
I talk about how okay,
power of the PU.
Right.
Never mind.
He really wear glasses for real. I don't think that's a fashion thing.
No, he wears them, and I think he plays with contacts.
That's interesting. I know I'm supposed to be looking. Okay, cool. We see the leg. That's fine.
All right, so here you go. You ready? So updates. The Niners added cornerback Terrence Mitchell and defensive lineman Sam Okwuegbunam to the practice squad. All right. They placed practice squatters Taylor Hawkins and Jason Verrett on the IR, and George Odom's window is officially open.
Wait, Hawkins went to IR?
He had to have wrist surgery.
He had
one. We're gonna talk about accrued seasons on one episode we ever get. Okay.
No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is No Harm, No Foul. Peace.